Last year, I received the 2025 wave of LEGO Fortnite sets, which I had a ton of fun reviewing, as well as comparing to their digital counterparts in LEGO Fortnite experiences. So when the LEGO group sent over some of the sets released earlier this month, I was super excited to do it once more. The first one here is the LEGO Fortnite supply drop, showing a crate falling down from the sky onto a small grassy area where a blue flare has been lit. Of course, this is a reference to the classic Fortnite Battle Royale mechanic, which has also been a part of LEGO Fortnite Odyssey ever since its launch 2.5 years ago. It also comes with 3 minifigures: Fish Stick, which has been inexplicably trusted with dynamite, Leviathan wielding a stone axe, and Ginger Gunner holding a torch along with a shield. This might just be my favorite set in the entire team so far, mainly just because of the building techniques used, from the variations in colors used for the grass to the design of the supply drop itself, or even the brick built smoke. However, the best part of it is that you can pose the supply drop to make it appear as if it's floating above the ground, which makes for an incredible display. Plus, you can open the supply drop's hatch to release a bunch of items from the game, including a banana, some wool, a raspberry seed, as well as some slurp juice. Now, as you might expect from this specific team, scanning the QR code found in the instruction doesn't just give you LEGO Insider points, but also a code for an in-game reward, and this time it's not just outfits. By redeeming the reward for the supply drop, you'll earn the supply drop lounge decor item, a collection of items including a miniature version of the set for use in both LEGO Fortnite Odyssey as well as LEGO Fortnite Brick Life. Next up is the LEGO Fortnite Kit, a gigantic brick model of the Fortnite character the same name holding the Power Claws pickaxe, similar to 2024's Peely Bone, along with a minifigure of him. This character doesn't make an appearance in LEGO Fortnite Odyssey, but he is part of LEGO Fortnite Brick Life, managing the Robo-Roll Sushi and Brick Bay along with Cat, where you can become a sushi chef with the hope of becoming a trained Maki maker. The detailing here looks incredible. So much work went into recreating Kit's look, and it shows. I also love how you can actually separate the mech into individual sections. You can take the adorable Kit and place him at the helm of this unicycle with arms, which can then be added to the mech, all the while a knob at the back allows you to spin its wheel just like the in-game outfit. Plus, the arms are very easy to pose, and each hand can hold a pickaxe, which enables you to choose which position to display him in. And that's not even bringing up the Kit minifigure, which has by far the cutest headpiece I've ever seen in my life. In fact, the only negative experience I had with this build was expectedly the stickers. I tend to struggle to place these, and when I do mess up, it just worsens the look of the set. Thankfully, the original outfit is not the most well put together mech, and most of these are canonically also just stickers, so them being slightly crooked isn't much of an issue. Also, some of the connections are really weak, most notably the license plate and back, so you'll want to be careful when manipulating the build. The in-game reward for this one isn't actually Kit, but instead another feline character, the Kate Meowdy outfit, which includes a minifigure variant for use in LEGO Fortnite experiences. Now, there are 2 other sets that launch alongside these that weren't included as part of this gift, and while I can't comment on the building experience for those, I did want to briefly discuss them. The first is the LEGO Fortnite Tomato Head, a set similar to 2024's Der Burger that previously appeared as part of LEGO Fortnite Odyssey's Tropical Treasures LEGO Pass, although the physical version has a miniature Uncle Pete's Pizza Pit contained inside. The code included with this one grants the Tomato Head's Hot House decor item. The second set is the gigantic LEGO Fortnite Rave Cave, a roller coaster that served as a point of interest previously featured in Fortnite Battle Royale, which includes the Cuddle Team Leader outfit. Overall, these new sets make a fine addition to the LEGO Fortnite team as well as my personal collection, and I especially love the expansion of the in-game rewards, with the sets aimed at Fortnite Battle Royale fans containing outfits that they can use in that, while the ones intended more for LEGO Fortnite players include items for use in those experiences. I also remain excited for the future of the overall team and wonder what might be adapted next. I previously mentioned the Storm King from the Storm Chasers update, but what about the new enemies from Ninjago Island, like the Thing from Beneath and the Oni Stonebreaker, or even iconic locations from LEGO Fortnite Brick Life?